Hi, Sag. Hi, beloved baby. It is Ray. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with your March 2025 reading. Your live was already pre-scheduled, and then I received your title, and then, okay, I understand what's happening. We need to burn some sage and pray first. And it's very interesting that we have your title already, I hear set in stone. Your title is already, set in stone for March, and we haven't even done the reading yet. And it's very rare when that happens. I feel like that's the first time it's happened since I've been in this state. But something is set in stone for you. Whew. Your crown could be itching a lot. You're experiencing a crown chakra activation. Definitely moisturize it, nourish it. But your mind, like spirit, God, the Most High, is wanting to nourish your mind and your heart, most of all. All right, we're gonna get into it though. Okay. I feel like you're not grounded at this time, 1:44. You could be seeing that, and it's 10:04 p.m. East Coast time right now. You're definitely being asked to ground. Not necessarily slow down, but to ground in the divine, like grounds in the Most High. And when I say the Most High, I'm referencing the Holy Spirit. I just want to be clear on what I'm referencing. Okay, I need a fucking protective shield around me. Okay, there's definitely a strong message of pushing through, because I was about to shut this shit down after Scorpio and what happened. But even with your title is a signifier of pushing through. But things are definitely about to turn around. With the songs that came out for you, we're going to read them backwards because the storyline of reading them backwards is very, very important. Also, if you have someone in your life, like when you've been sick, like early sick, throwing up sick, and they hold your hair back, that's a keeper, okay? You need to keep them in your damn life, all right? For real, because not so many people will do that. All right. Things are definitely about to get sweeter for you, okay? I hear satisfaction guarantee, okay? But that's on behalf of God. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Sagittarius placements on their March 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Gratitude, Ashe. When you are grounding and meditating and connecting with spirit, clear crystals like selenite, clear quartz. Hold on. These are 3 of my favorites. These are a few of my favorite things. No, dead ass. Okay, so this is the Herkimer diamond. Okay, clear. And this is clear quartz. And this is selenite, if you didn't know. But yes, this conversation between you and God, again, you are definitely being asked to ground more, not necessarily slow down, but ground. You're not, I'm getting you're not energetic. Ooh, that's different, but very powerful. You're not energetically planted on solid ground. And that's why this is between you and the divine. And not to, no disregard to your ancestors, no disregard to, whoever serves on your spirit team. But there are times when you got to go straight to the source. 4, 5, 6 on the timer. So in March, you're going straight to the source, and you could feel called to do that. Like, instead of, you know, in situations where you were calling your ancestors, like, you're calling on the Holy Spirit, you're calling on the Most High, you're calling on God, okay, whoever it is for you, okay. And that is wanted by the divine as well. And you know, you could be experiencing a situation, before we get into the songs, where like spirit is breaking you down so that you go to the divine, and that actually takes me into the song. So your last song, I'm reading the energy backwards, but your last song was Take Me to the King, Tamala Man. Okay, I feel like for some of for some of you, Pisces season has been emotional, and yes, you've been crying, but there has not been a cry from the depth of your soul. And that is going to happen in March. Okay. Aquarius had a reading a couple of months ago where it's like they just needed to do a massive release to have the breakthrough. And that was crying. But for you, you're going to, when they say crying cleanses and heals, like that purge from the soul, you're going to feel the cleansing and healing as an affirmation. Right now, you're not feeling that, okay? But your last song, Take Me to the King, there's a specific part of the song that was very loud for you. Let me pull up the lyrics. This part, okay. Truth is, it's time to stop playing these games. We need a word for the people's pain. So Lord, speak right now. Let it fall like rain. And it's interesting, it's raining. Yeah, so Lord, speak right now. Let it fall like rain. Oh yeah, we're desperate. We're chasing after you. No rules, no religion. I've made my decision to run to you, the healer that I need. Take Me to the King, the chorus. If you don't know the song, I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering. Someone could suffer from Tourette's. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon your glory and to sing to you this song. Take me to the Lord. We're in the way. We keep making mistakes. Glory is not for us. It's all for you. Be mindful of self-righteousness. It's 10:10 p.m. East Coast time. So that song is highlighting this message, and that is a theme, okay? 9:10. Today's the 9th. It's 10:10. Your second song, Legacy. Your first song, I forgot. Hold on. Was Addicted, Chris Brown. Okay, so going with Legacy, remember how I said after, I don't know if it was in the prayer at the end, but something set in stone? That's your legacy. It's also, you know, I've had this channel for a while. We're still under, the numbers really don't matter, okay? I want who is called to hear me to hear. That's what matters. But with all of the people in the world, we're at a little over 700 right now, right? And for the energies that come across this particular video, I do feel like you are very, you're not of this earth, okay? And I feel like your trials and tribulations may be, and I don't mean to say this to compare trauma. I despise comparing trauma. Like it's not, this is not what this is about. But your experiences and your pain could be, I'm getting more long-winded. So, you know, it's like you experience, your periods of pain are longer than your periods of pleasure, okay? Overall, as a majority, okay? And so with your periods of pain outlasting your periods of pleasure, that is the cycle that's changing, and that's what's set in stone, the legacy of fulfillment. And it's interesting, I woke up this rising to a comment. It was a negative comment, I deleted it, but it was about fulfillment. Like someone commented, like, you can never, something along the lines of, you will never, as a human, be able to achieve fulfillment. Now, that's their perspective and that's their life, okay? You have to create your heaven on earth. It is possible in this world of fucking hell, okay, or chaos, whatever you want to call it. But that is a limited perspective. And you can only ascend as far as you allow your dreams. You can only ascend as big as you dream. So if you don't have big dreams, I can understand that mindset. If you have a mindset to create a legacy, to leave something behind for generations, to start something that is healthy and healing to your bloodline versus fucking a detriment and creating generational trauma to your bloodline, like that is a legacy within itself. So with that legacy energy, you could be very focused and intentional and in this mode of manifesting, like abundance, peace, fulfillment, healing, happiness, longevity, okay? More happiness versus pain. And it's kind of like the more you get into the manifestation, the more it seems like shit is blowing up in your fucking face. That's what it feels like energetically. So with that, it's like, as I mentioned earlier, spirit will create situations or divine intervention will happen in a way to get you to go straight to the king, straight to the divine, straight to the Holy Spirit, straight to God. And this is between you and God, because it is very important for you to be, your spirit to be grounded in the divine for whatever your legacy next chapter is. If it isn't, it will fall, it will fail. It is not meant to fall or fail. So until you're able to be grounded in that energy, we're here, okay? But your legacy is set in stone to be fulfilled. That is a definitive. And that's why I was going into the numbers. Like, out of all of these people, for you, I can assure, okay? Eye to eye. I hear ashes to ashes, dust to dust, blood to blood. I don't know what the fuck. I know the saying, but the blood to blood through me. Anywho, y'all be out here doing blood rituals and shit. People be doing some wild shit. You know, they be like, Ray, go connect with a spiritual group. No. No, okay? I don't know who the fuck people be out here worshiping and things, okay? I don't have time. No, I've done too much work. Your first song was Addicted, okay? Now, Addicted, I don't know if you're addicted to someone, Addicted by Chris Brown, or someone's addicted to you, but I feel like someone has some, how do I say this? Some very deep, sensual, sexual fantasies about you, or you about someone, however the shoe fits. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then this is someone about you. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But with that energy, it's like someone wants you to feel safe and protected, but they feel like they can only express that through sex. And that is a form of sex magic, okay? But someone wants to trap your mind, to trap your heart and your body, okay? Or you to somebody. Hi, Pharaoh. Ashe, same. Okay, let's pull these cards. Hold on. So I hit my heart chakra sound bowl. So heart healing, heart meditation. Maybe when you on YouTube, tap into the heart chakra sound bowls. Or just shit all the chakras. I feel like you should surpass the 7 chakras and tap into all 33 chakras. Christ consciousness. This is between you and God. So there's a Christ consciousness activation happening for you. I'm not a fan of Oprah, but when she was giving out all them damn cards for you, cards. I guess we about to pull a lot of cards too. I'm cold. Okay. I need some whipped cream. Peaches and cream, getting freaking in the back of the limousine. Y'all like to have sex in cars? I feel like it's just not enough fucking room for me personally, but it's great for a quickie, you know? Just saying. That is not a vision. I want to see. Is that a 2 Chainz lyric? Getting head while I'm driving, or is that Lil Wayne? It could be both. I don't know. Let's read these cards. Between you and God, where do you know? God sees all. And that's interesting as well. No, I want to touch on that. Because, you know, people often, it's funny to me, because heavy judge not lest she be judged. But I grew up Pentecostal, okay? Baby, the church is me. The church is my ancestors. And I was also introduced to the occult, okay? And they say, if you're given a deck, then you're meant to do this. So my first couple of decks were given to me. And when they were given to me, it took me a minute to touch them. But I utilize everything that I've learned in my work. And I have said this, and I will continue to say this, because I am judged, because I will pray and talk about God, and then it'll be a fuck you bitch, like straight after. And that's no shame. Like, I am not about to wear a mask to the divine. Like, what the that doesn't make sense to me. So I feel like people be like, you have to pray a certain way. No, the fuck you don't. Okay? When, you know, the most authentic thing in the Bible, to me, is come as you are. Okay? I don't even know if that's in the Bible, okay? Or if just the church people say that. I really don't recall. I blocked a lot of that shit. But I recall and remember a lot of shit too. So it's just whatever. But come as you are. That is very imperative. Like, you don't have to dress up. Like, baby, come ugly to God and let God beautify you. Like, dead ass. I don't know how to say it any other way. But for you, like, come as you are, okay? All in all. If you like, and I have started many conversations with God, like, what the fuck? And then I just talk about it, but I gotta get it out. And yes, I be in prayer cussing sometimes, okay? It is a form of expression, and it is an iteration of my feelings, okay, of the subject matter. And that is just between me and God. This is between you and God. Manifest a creation in this year of the snake. So this is heavy between you and God. And look, spirit acts. Let's pull these cards. Energy is definitely different from Scorpio. Thank the Lord. Because I was really about to shut it down. Oh, shoot, Justice. What do you have to say to Sagittarius for March? Aww. Sagittarius. I'm really cold. I don't know why. The heat is on. I have on sweatpants, a sweatshirt. So you have cloud meditation, look up your heart chakra, and the rain. And this is a part of the Take Me to the King song that came out for you. But you're looking down too much. You're not looking up enough, okay? And I do feel like you need to dream bigger. And that song, it was on Save the Last Dance, I think, but live your dreams. It's not as hard as it may seem. Gotta live to get the cream. Y'all know I'm be knowing the lyrics, okay? But yeah. You have healing. Sexuality in reverse. Some of y'all, it's been a while, huh? Or no, you could be on an abstinence journey, a celibacy journey. Kudos to you. I just celebrated my 3-year abstinence journey. So kudos, the witch doctor wisdom. And then you have silence and reverse. So yeah, you definitely need to speak up about something. Well, you're not alone in suffering in silence, let me be clear. I feel like that's a collective theme, Pisces season, because of the Neptune Jupiter energy that is highlighted during Pisces season. You do have a lot of wisdom within you. I do feel like you are healing with whatever you do. So it could be through words, it could be through telecommunications, it could be with your hands, but you and people go together. But I hear you're shacked up. I hear it straight like this. You're shacked up with the wrong motherfuckers, okay? Take that how it resonates. This could be a literal, living with people. It could be your flock. It could be who you hang around. It could be, I don't know. And I don't believe there's a such thing as like healing the wrong people. Like, that's not our judgment call. No matter how much power we have in that judgment call. If we have an opportunity, we should. What would Jesus do? Like, that's how you uplift the earth and the world and people. However, you overpour, you overgive, you overheal. And it's like, staying past your expiration date with something, like taking the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink the water type of energy. It's like you want someone to truly get it, but they're not getting it. And in the process, you are breaking yourself down to try to, fucking incense spell, it scares shit out of me. I have lavender incense burning, but you're breaking yourself down to build yourself up. To build someone else up. And sometimes you have to tell people to take situations to God. And people don't like that. Like when I've done all that I can, I ended with, it's time for you to talk to God about it, okay? Because God can help you more than I can. And that I be on some real ass shit, like truly, with good intentions, but people get so offended by that. And I, as a human, I understand. It's like, you don't want to help me? That's your perspective. No, that's not the perspective I intend for you to have. The perspective is the healing that you need can only come from God. I am just a resource, but I am not your resource of wholeness and fulfillment, okay? I am a guide. I am an aid. Shit, you can consider me a fucking angel, a fairy, whatever the fuck, okay? For the moment, I give you a tool. I give you resources up to you. And if you feel like my tool and resource is not beneficial to you, then go to God, okay? And that's for anybody out here, okay? The doctors can't heal you. Go to God, okay? I'm dead ass. I got lost in that. But we went down that rabbit hole with overextending yourself. That's what it is, overextending yourself. And everything that's being poured out needs to be poured back into you. And so it's interesting because with you're looking down when you need to look up. It's, you know how we're supposed to build ourselves up? And yes, the opposite of that will be breaking yourself down, but it's not happening physically. It's the repercussions are spiritually for you. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. If you are sexually active and you don't have like a committed partner, your spirit does not have the energetic capacity to host those spirits, okay? Let me say it one more time. If you are sexually active but do not have a committed partner, Your spirit cannot energetically host those other spirits at this time. It's only going to contribute to more conflict and confusion and more cleansing and fucking healing and purging that you have to do, okay? And honestly, on this abstinence journey, honey, my intuition has been sharp. And it's like, when it's time to go out there, I cannot allow the sharpness cannot be disrupted, okay? And it will not, but that's neither here nor there. But definitely pour into you. And then if you are, abstinent, celibate, I don't know what kind of sex magic you're doing in the mind, that mental masturbation, but healing, whatever needs to be healed, would be a helpful focus as a sex magic tip. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. I'm looking at my jar of feathers. I don't know how many feathers are in here. There's all types. But I believe all birds are ancestors. I don't know, I feel like I need to put it in front of me. That's weird. I've never done that before. I'm not cold. I have chills. That's what it is. So you have freedom. You have nature, but I almost said nurture. And you have starseed in reverse. You are what you seek is giving that energy. Oh. But also there is an emotional blockage that you have. You, as I mentioned, you are healing from something. You're healing, but a lot of you are healing different ways. Some of you are healing through food. So like you're only eating, grief. Split the deck to grief. You're only eating foods of life. With freedom, a lot of you are freeing yourself from codependent connections. You're stepping into sovereignty. But with starseed in reverse, I feel like you're being belittled in the process. Like, not everyone is rooting for you that should be rooting for you. I be missing the fucking comments. Hold on. Hey, True. That is a fact. So walk by, I'm going to read it for the people that watch the playback. Walk by faith, not by sight. And in times I see the limits where not to help because they use insight. Yes. Overextending, stability, roots, gain. So I do, who am I reading for? Sagittarius. What's your opposite? Gemini. We started this message talking about grounding. The earth seasons are very favorable for you this year. These are monthly readings, but I've been saying things are happening throughout the year, so it's definitely time to do the 2025. Strength in reverse. It's given SWV week. You have the devil in reverse though. Yeah. The moon, all majors. You have exploration in reverse. You have disappointment in reverse. It was upright, but it came out reverse. We'll take it that way. All right, we're back to grief, but it's in reverse, so healing. Okay. Where do we start? whatever battle you're facing, you are spiritually stronger. Okay? You have the power to defeat it. I'm getting like you have a this shit is making hitting my heart chakra. But you have a personal Goliath in your life, and you are the David to defeat it. Okay? Okay. So with strength, and that's the representation of this strength and this devil in reverse. That David Goliath, but whatever the Goliath is, which is the devil, you have the strength to beat it. But you don't, I don't know if it's you don't think that you do, you don't believe that you do, but it's either a thought or belief, with which thought and beliefs really go together. You're disconnected from that. But with disappointment in reverse, and even, hold on, no, stop. Not you. I don't know why I said I needed to stop. Before we get to disappointment in reverse, I didn't even connect it until I looked down. But if you think David killed Goliath with a slingshot, right? Okay. He had to aim. And if you look at this nature card, which represents you, Sagittarius energy, the archer, David, you see? So I do feel like when it comes to like that energy of communication, you're being asked to affirm yourself. Again, ground in spirit, really ground in the divine. And it's interesting because I do feel as though when you choose to take that time to really connect with spirit, like spirit will pour life into you, but you have a issue with negative self-talk. And that issue with, it's like every, damn, this is hitting my heart chakra. Well, your heart chakra, fuck. But it's like with every gift of life that God pours into you, you negate it. And it's like, why the fuck do you keep negating it? Like, you negating it is contributing to the grief, okay? And I'm going to just leave that there. But it's also change in reverse, exploration in reverse, fucking the moon upright. Like, why? It's like, why can't you see? Why won't you see? Okay? I didn't expect to cry, but yeah. Like, what is the motherfucking problem, Sagittarius? That's what God is asking you. What is the problem? So we can free ourselves. Because if you believe, it's like, if you believe, I don't know, I'm seeing Shrek, Fiona, and the fucking donkey. And the donkey was just like, you know, Shrek, you got it, go for it, like the cheerleader. And the donkey would be like spirit. And it's like, you're like Shrek, negative as fuck. But the whole time, Shrek ended up happy as fuck in the end. Had a whole goddamn family and some more shit. So, yeah. Don't be Shrek, okay? Be donkey. Yeah. Let's clean up and let's keep pulling. 333 on the timer. 3333. Okay. We're going to pull one more time from this deck and put it up. Yeah, animal energy channel. Sagittarius. You know, it's interesting how your fire energy and the earth seasons are very favorable for you. And baby, the coast of the United States is on fire. And that's not funny. That's not funny, okay? But fire is purification, but it also represents destruction. But I feel like this is more so purification for you. But then again, like when you start a bonfire outside on the ground, everything that's underneath that bonfire purges from the bottom of the earth to the top of the earth. So Because I'm thinking about, like, when I was in North Carolina and we started that bonfire outside. Yo, so many fucking spiders came from underneath that fucking it was so many fucking spiders, but it was North Carolina. So, yeah, I don't... But spiders, you weave your web. And every spider's web is unique. And spiders don't get help weaving their web either. It's them in nature, like you and God. Freedom is still here. Same card still here, but on the bottom you have walking meditation, just go. So it's like you don't need to plan shit. After you listen to this reading, just take yourself to the king, like the song said, okay? But yeah, there doesn't need to be a preparation. Like, I don't know. It's like you want to fucking create an altar, fucking create a meal. Like, this is God. Like, this is... The energy exchange is your presence, your acknowledgement, you listening, you receiving. That's what spirit wants you to bring. Nothing in the physical. Because this physical shit is not forever. Your spirit is. Your soul is. That's what God wants. So take that to her, him, however you see. Okay? Okay. Shit, always... Goliath is not the only giant in the story. Very true. Oh. Well, at least you have it reversed, okay? All these damn cards, it's like 50 damn cards and the same shit keeps coming out. But you have Dream Thief, refusal of the call, but it's in reverse. So that means you're answering the call, okay? That's some hallelujah shit right there, okay? Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. So Venus retrograde for you, which is March 1st through April 1st. I do feel like when your emotions are definitely triggered at this time. Again, your heart chakra is definitely triggered at this time. And throughout this Venus retrograde, and with this being 25 breaking down to 7, the crown chakra, utilize this retrograde, okay? If you're, I don't know, you're really focused on like timing, setting it up. Like you feel like you got to make an appointment with God. I want you to think about that. Because that's how your mind is processing it. Like you have to make... God bless you. Let's just keep it pushing. I'm not judging. And I get the whole point of structure, but it's not about that. Like, it's not about that, okay? You have Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray in reverse. And then you have Limitless possibility in reverse. You don't believe. Why? Why does Sag not believe? You have hope. You do. But the belief of something coming true, you don't. And I asked, why don't you believe? And you have closing door completion. You don't believe because you entertain the cycle. You're still entertaining that cycle. I don't know what cycle, but you do. But 5, you could be seeing 555 as a signal to close the door on something. And I do feel like it's a lack of faith, a lack of confidence, a lack of... It's like you're the Neo. But it's interesting. It's... I don't know, the fucking Matrix is one, which scene is in which movie, but when Neo was at his peak, because you've had a peak, But it's like Neo kind of fell from grace and forgot and had to remember. And I feel like you're in the part of having to remember. Magician's sword, confidence in your magic. And this rising above the fray and limitless possibility in reverse is being at the peak, but falling. It's kind of like, you know, instead of a detour rerouting you to put you back on path, it's more so the detour rerouting you and has you in West Bummerfuck, okay? In the middle of a fucking desert, okay? But you need some gas. So if you're in the middle of the fucking desert and you don't see a rest stop or a gas station in sight and you need gas, you need a fucking miracle. And I do feel like you're at the point of seeking a miracle, and that miracle will come from the divine. But it's one thing to go to the divine, it's another thing to receive. That's an exchange. And in this world, we are taught to give. Give all that we have and leave the little bit of nothing for ourselves. But that table is what? That table is changing and turning. I was about to combine changing and turning. I don't know what fucking word was about to come out of my mouth, but those are the two words, okay? Yeah. Herald of change is in reverse. But with Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic, when you have that connection with God, with the divine, you do have a heavy responsibility, okay? And it is not heavy as the head that wears the crown. It is not. It is when the crown is heavy, can you still hold your head high? And you are not holding your head high because you're looking down to the ground. Holding your head high, we eye to eye, okay? Or shit, maybe you need to look up at the Goliath to defeat, but delete that motherfucker, okay? Control, Alt, delete, please, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, let's keep moving. New beginnings. I love it. Adaptability, though. Maybe we all got control issues. And we all got trust issues. Drake style. But for how long, Sag? How long are we going to be here? Because right now you are not honoring the contract. But you are. You will. You will. You're not doing it at this moment. Or if you are doing it at this moment, you're really playing. And stop playing, okay? Spirit said, don't play with them. Play with your bitch. Take that how it resonates. Let's keep moving on. Love potential. Love is in the air. My stomach is growling. I did not snack. Well, actually, I had a handful of peanuts, but I still haven't eaten since the fast has broken. You have release. Embracing. Love came out in reverse. Men, look. Woman, look. You need some love. It's giving the dream. She needs my love. He needs my love. Okay? And you do. You need the love that don't cost a thing. Because I don't know what these people out here think love is, but the love that don't cost a thing is what you crave energetically and spiritually, shit, physically too. Inner peace as well. But it is giving somebody got you fucked up, okay? I just have to acknowledge that. And I feel like spirit acknowledges that too. And it doesn't have to be a person. It could just be a situation that you're experiencing. And you could really feel above it, and you are. You are. But you got to Mortal Kombat yourself the way out. Okay? What was Romeo Must Die about? I really don't remember shit about that movie. I just know it was Aaliyah and the dude. The and and I can't remember his name, but I see his face. But this love in reverse is giving Romeo Must Die. Let's look into Romeo Must Die. Look, you have stillness and blessings in reverse with flow. So the swan, the story of the swan. Hold on. I really hope Aaliyah is living her best life wherever she is. Okay? This movie was released March 22nd and will be in spring solstice then, so pay attention to that date. In this martial arts take on Shakespeare's famous tragedy, Shakespeare and his damn tragedies. An ex-policeman is jailed for a crime he didn't commit, and he breaks out to avenge his brother's death in America. There he meets Trish O'Day. As they fall in love, she helps him in his search. Her father knows more about Lee's brother's death than he should, and soon he and Lee are at war with stunning choreographed action sequences. Oh, okay. I still don't fucking remember the movie. Uh, So Release has the tree, the family tree. The maple tree is a theme tonight. The maple tree was a theme in Scorpio. But I do feel like you are at a place where you're not focused on love. It's giving Chris Brown, fuck love. I'm tired of trying my heart big, but it beat quiet. Okay? You're on that. You're also on some, I don't know, the you had Chris Brown first song Addicted. But the Chris Brown album, shout out VA. Hold on. What album was this? The one with Damage on it too. Because it feels like some Chris Brown damage going on too. On the inside. Or they could be two different albums. What? My stomach is really growling. Hold on. Okay, so that's on the exclusive album. Oh, shit's so sad. But no, you're good though on your own if you are alone. Others of you, if you are connected, I feel like you feel alone in the connection. It's giving like people that sleep in separate rooms. When I used to clean houses, I used to work for a maid service. I love to clean, but working for a maid service made me feel like I was a slave, so I couldn't. God bless. Anywho, but when I was cleaning houses, the rich Caucasians would have separate bedrooms, or if they had if they stayed in the same bed, I'm sorry, in the same bedroom, they would have like two twin size beds. And I'm just like, it didn't click to me then that, you know, marriage really is a business. I'm aware of that now, but it was just really weird. And I used to always ask, like, is that love? And I know, you know, people say like Disney shit isn't true, but I feel like that's the limited mindset because that visual is given for a reason, you know? And the reason is it's a possibility. But it's like, again, how big do you dream? and live your dreams. It's not as hard as it may seem, okay, like the song says. But whatever you are in that feels loveless, Spirit wants you to release it, because it's unworthy of you. It's unworthy of your divinity. It's unworthy of your grace. It's unworthy of your healing. And once you release it, I hear for good. So some of you have a back and forth situation happening, or you're just back and forth with cycles in your life. It's like, you know, you make a commitment like everyone makes a fucking New Year commitment in the middle of fucking winter on January 1st. And then by the time spring solstice starts, the commitment is null and void. Like whatever that is, release that. And be real with yourself when it comes to the goals that you want to achieve, you know? Meaning, like, if you want to be a fucking black belt, but you haven't ever worked out a day in your life, it's levels to this shit, okay? You gotta get the body right, you gotta get the mind right, like it's a process. So, yeah, honor that, and then give yourself grace with the journey. And the times, going back to that SWV week, when you feel weak, God is your strength. It feels like you need to put on the armor of God at this time. In addition to have that conversation, okay? That conversation is a necessity, okay? It is very crucial. Okay. Hold on. I don't think, yeah, we didn't. We've been so intertwined in that conversation. Let's see what the Pisces new moon had to say to you. That we have February 27th. April will be the last monthly reading that we cover the new moon in, because after April with the eclipse, the new moon shadow is no longer lingering into the beginning of the month like it is now, because we feel the shadow 3 days before and 3 days after. Answers you need are coming. Surrender to the divine. So you have a new romantic cycle begins. I don't like that though. As soon as I read this card, that song, these lyrics, right? Listen to these lyrics. That's love. They hung him high, and this energy is high because Easter is coming, but Easter is in April. They hung him high, they stretched him wide. He hung his head, for me he died. That's love. Everyone has an assignment, okay? But there comes a time where you have to ask yourself, is the self-sacrifice truly love? Now, Yeshua's mission, different, okay? Because he was out here, you know, multiplying bread, feeding the 5,000 and shit, and bringing people. He was on some necromancy shit too, okay? You know, tapping in between realms, bringing Lazarus back from the dead and shit, okay? There's a lot going on, okay? And I don't know what you're called to do, okay? Not to say that you're limited. However, that love, and I'm being mindful of how I tell this story, because Jesus is the Son of God. I'm very clear on that. So when I'm referring to the Most High, I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm referring to the Most High. Okay, not the son or the daughter, none of that, no disrespect, okay? Jesus is my brother, dead ass, okay? But that energy of they hung him high, they stretched him wide, he hung his head, for me he died. He hung his head, him looking down. The death for you, again, it's very, it feels like you're someone, it's like a leech on your spirit. Like, yeah. but you're not being at, like, it's like these, I hear the extremity, can I get it out? The extremities of the sacrifices are not yours to make. Like, it's just not yours, but you're putting on that you're not being asked to be on the front line at this time, okay? You're being asked to be the emperor and the empress. You're not fighting. You have an army to fight for you, okay? And this is a time for the leader, aka you, to seek guidance. I'm about to fucking cry again, but I don't know why. But to seek guidance from the divine, and instead it's just like, but then I don't know if you've seen The Witcher, but if you've seen The Witcher, when Shorty, the little girl, the Witcher was meant to protect her, and then she ended up, I really don't recall how the story goes, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. But I'm seeing the scene of when the war came, and then her mother, the queen, was laying on the couch dying, and she was like, she knew her time was coming and her daughter had to go. But throughout the chaos, she surrendered. And so in that situation, she surrendered her life, but not surrendered the war because she died. But for you, it's like it's like a fight is being brought to you, and you feel like you have to fight every battle, but it's like the battle's not yours, it's the Lord's. Like, I don't know how to say it any other way, but it's like the way that I see it is the chaos, the drama, the everything that could upset you, aggravate you, dismantle you, disrupt you. It's present. And it's like, even if you've mastered control of your environment, or if you have a controlled environment, like, it's something, it's just ticking at you. It's very fucking annoying. So in these moments, it's like you just suit up to go to fucking war, okay? It's like you're locked and loaded and ready to go. As a fire sign, I get it. However, you have to know which wars to involve yourself in and which wars to not. And you do not have the capacity, okay? The energetic capacity at this time to defeat your Goliath the way that you are. It's like you're trying to, if I could put this in layman's terms, you have an issue, you get an antibiotic, and the doctor says, take the entire antibiotic, okay? Even if you start to feel better, you don't stop taking the antibiotic, okay, if you want to get rid of whatever the fucking issue is, right? But you're on the, oh shit, I feel better, so I'm done. And you keep doing that, and Spirit is like, no, beloved, finish the fucking bottle, okay? Finish the bottle. And when you feel like you are healed, because it's like there's a point of a cycle in your life, and you just keep you're moving too fast. Like, slow the fucking fire down. And it's like when you feel like you're good, and then the body reminds you, it's like instead of you turning to Spirit, like, Spirit, is it a yes or is it a no? It's like I don't know, you ignore all of that and you just push it through, and it's like you make the problem worse in a sense, It's like if you keep picking at something like a scab that's trying to heal, like it goes through its ugly ass phase, as part of the healing process. Should the healing process for us, should we be crying, okay, hair be shedding and shit, weight be fluctuating, diet be changing? It's a lot of shit that you go through in the healing process, okay? It's not beautiful, it's ugly as fuck, but it's needed. Even in this entire conversation, like, stop trying to fucking beautify you going to God. Just have the prayer, okay? The other day, I knew I needed to cry, okay? And when them tears came, I was walking throughout my home, and I just dropped to the fucking floor, okay? Just dropped, hands and knees, and I had to fucking let it out, okay? Nothing's wrong. I've been releasing a lot. and really just accepting, like, it's done. It is finished, okay? This last cycle of 8 energy has been heavy Omega, and we're definitely about to step into Alpha, but it's not going to be like Alpha until 2026. But the 9 is the preview of the Alpha energy. The answers you need are coming. But yeah, Pisces new moon. I got lost in the sauce. We've been here way too long. Pisces new moon, though, it's a new romantic cycle with you, and not knowing when too much is too much. Like, it's like your cup is emptied and then it's filled to the tip. However, it's not running over. You give when it's time to run over. You can serve until it is running over. You're like, oh, I got a little bit of water in my cup. Let me go do such and such. And like, bitch, Sag, my God. Okay? So you get the point? Let's get the point. I hope you get the point. Let's bring us to a close. I don't know. What is this? Or this? I use both of these. What else for Sag, Spirit? Anything else? Quieting the mind. The meditation. Have that conversation, please. And thank you. Bearing fruit. You will reap the rewards, okay? And when you're locked in with the divine, when I tell you, it's one of the best lives you could ever live. And I've said this before, and it will forever be my testimony. What's happening outside ain't got shit to do with you, okay? The weapons may form, but they're not prospering to your household. Earth magic, the number 1. The earth seasons are hella abundant. Now, yes, the next earth season starts in April. Again, this is March. So for March, my lips are dry as hell. You're talking to the Lord, okay? This is between you and God. That's what I have to say. Okay? I'm happy to help. Make it back in one piece, piece, piece. Yes, Jet Li. Thank you, thank you. Love don't cost a thing. Isn't that Christina Milian? But then, the dream, she needs my love. I don't know. We'll talk about that. I feel like this, the nodal shift, all signs will be a lot about love. And I don't like to read on love because I just feel like people need to heal. So that'll be interesting. Ashe. You're welcome. All right, I love y'all. It's way past my bedtime, but I am about to do Capricorn, okay? See you soon. Love you. Bye.